The wisdom is to make that murid clean. The Shaykh does not have to wash up the murid. So many sheikhs, they don't. Because, number one, they don't really care if the murid is clean or dirty. They don't care. They only care for their own spiritual station. Understand? So easy to do that. Very easy to do. It's the easiest thing to do. To not care and to only care for yourself. In the name of spirituality. Number two, you don't know how to clean them. Meaning you don't know how to clean yourself. You're not trained. You can only offer people what you eat. Huh? Now it fits this story, I have to say. Otherwise people are going to complain why he's not telling stories. Once the Ottoman Sultan, when he became the Padishah, he was receiving congratulations and gifts from the whole world. And one of the gifts this Padishah was receiving was coming from the Safavis. They were Turks. Don't say they're Irani or this. They were Turks. And they were the Turks who deviated from what the Seljuks were building and keeping and maintaining the iktikad of what? Ahl Sunnah in that whole region there. The Seljuks were holding on to that. That for, let's say, 800 years, the iktikad was Ahl Sunnah. The saints, the scholars, the alims, the ulamas were coming out from that area there, Samarkand, Bukhara, Iran area. Completely strong iktikad of the sunnah of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam. When the Safavis, they took over and they massacred everyone and forced everyone to become through a Shia kind of understanding. Sultan Selim and all the rest going both ways, to the west and to the east. Different kinds of kufr he has to fight, because that is the duty of the Khalifa. So he was receiving gifts, and this Safavi Shah, he gave him a very big, beautiful box. Everyone is excited to see. They're saying, reading out, this is from the Shah of da 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 da, in front of the Sultan. When they opened it, there was a very disgusting smell from the toilet that filled up the entire court, the entire palace. And inside was a dirtiness, a toilet thing there. They were trying to insult. Was there a note? No, nothing. Giving it. You see, the kings, they do that to each other. Because the message is in there. The message is in there. The message is in the gift. The message is in the messenger. You don't have to have anything with that too. So the court was very upset. Sultan was thinking. And they say this is disgusting, this is wrong, this is offensive, this is a declaration of war, everything. And the Sultan says, be quiet, we will respond. So they sent an emissary, and they sent a much more beautiful box to the Shah. And the Shah, when he received it, everybody thought maybe inside there's some sort of a revenge. Everyone was waiting, everyone was looking in the presence of the Shah. They opened it, and the whole court, the whole palace smelled of roses. Because inside was the what? Lokum. You know, they called it Turkish Delight. I like that word, Turkish Delight, Lokum. And the Lokman, especially in the old days, they make from real rose perfume. Real. So that when you eat it, your whole body from the inside smells of roses. And then when they opened it, the Lokman, the smell of the rose filled up the entire palace. And there was a note saying to the Shah, you only give what you yourself, you eat. You understand? As the Prophet says, ﷺ, how you live is how you're going to die. How you're going to die is how you're going to be raised. In this way, what you're busy before is what you're going to be busy after. So the Shaykh doesn't wash up. Maybe no permission is given to him. Maybe he doesn't know how to. Maybe there is no skill. Maybe if he does, everyone is going to run away. And there's no permission for him to do that too. But this ability, this permission to wash up the Murid is not given to everyone too. Because in reality, no Shaykh wants to do that. It's very difficult. It takes your life out. And who is going to listen anyway? There are thousands of prophets. None of the ummah listen to them. Who are we? Correct or no? Who are we? That's what Shaykh Maulana is saying. If I show the other side, he was saying his cane, and he said, if I were to show this other side of tariqat, he says everyone is going to run away. Alhamdulillah, that other side is the way of SahibulSaif, old school way. But what is that washing up there that is so difficult? It is meant for you now to wake up. I was just about to bring that in about him. That's why I said I'm very tired. I don't want to talk. Because when the kid, he is by the window, he's going to climb up the window and he's going to jump and he's going to kill himself. When he's climbing up, you're not relaxed when you see that. You don't sit and you say, Janam, little baby, come. You scream and you run and you grab him like that. How many more sohbats do we have to speak? How many more stories we have to say? How many more things that we have to say that like that man that Maulana Rumi wrote about hundreds of years ago, that he was sleeping under a tree and the snake goes inside his mouth and the rider saw it from afar and he rode up with his horse, woke him up, scare him, take his stick, start beating him, tell him to run. He's running, and the man says, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You're an animal. He didn't even explain nothing because he knew if he stopped for 1 second, the man will die. And he said, stop now, eat these rotten apples. He started eating the rotten apples. Now see, running, beating him. Then the man threw up and the snake came out. Now the man, from cursing at this man, saying that you are a shaitan, ran to him and kissed his hand and said, you must be a saint. So that one has to have a vision to know what are the snakes that is inside, how it comes inside. Must know, he must be trained. Because like we said, it is very subtle. It's tricky. No one else can see it. The man himself is not seeing it. Only that one is seeing it. But that one is not, he's just passing through too. So when it's necessary, it is important. When it's necessary, you have to, the Shaykh is not washing up the Murid. The Shaykh is washing up his ego. The Shaykh is washing up his shaitan. It is not him. The Shaykh is washing up his desires, his dunya. This is what the Shaykh is doing. And for that, Shaykh Maulana says, the ego, it is the worst animal, worst beast, worst creature that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ever created. If we catch a glimpse, one small look of our own nafs, we'll fall down dead from the ugliness of that nafs. Are we understanding that? That's why it's To you it's nothing maybe. To other people maybe it's a small matter. But to that one, he says, no, this will lead you to the fire. Because this is meaning this, is meaning this, is meaning this. You're just doing it, but it's doing it, it's meaning all this, and all these meanings, it will lead you to the fire. That's why they get very upset sometimes, for you, not for them. Like I say, it's so easy not to wash up. Just to let them, it's okay. Live as you like, say whatever you want. But is it sunnat? Prophet ﷺ wash up his sahabis or not? Of course he did. Is it sunnat of the prophets? Hazrat Musa, when did he not wash up his nation? He washed up his own brother. He came down from the mountain of Tur to be in Halwat, to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his nation, and he comes back and he sees his nation worshipping money, gold. They take all the gold, and that one, his own cousin, taking the soil that is, there's some secret that was there from the heavenly horse that Jibreel alayhi salam was riding, taking that, mixing it up with that gold, and that animal, the golden calf, became alive. It became alive, and people start worshipping it. Bani Israel, from that time, they start worshipping it. And when he came back down. He looked. He called his brother. And he started beating up his brother. He didn't wash up. He beat up his brother. How can you let this happen? He's saying. Yeah. So now there is a maqam of Hazrat Umar too. That is representing the maqam of Musa alayhi salam. Yes. And time to time, those ones who are representing the Prophet, they have all the qualities of all the other prophets also. Take him, Bakhtiar. Quickly. You don't even know, huh? Bring him over there. So, the Prophet ﷺ has the qualities of all 124,000 prophets. Time to time, he is the most patient one, like Ayub alayhi salam. Time to time, he is the most Jalal one, like Musa alayhi salam. And those who represent him, don't think they are stuck in that station too. Saying that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq is representing the maqam of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, Halim Salim. Correct? Even his daughter is saying he's too soft. Don't make him to lead prayers. His own daughter. But after the Prophet passed alayhi salam, now he has to fill up that maqam now. And in that maqam of being Jalal, not even Hazrat Umar can match up to that. That he dare to say to Hazrat Umar, what happened, Umar? You turned to become a woman? He dared to say that. He can. So, that's for a reason too. And people who are not understanding now, they're reading books about the Prophet, reading books about the Sahabi Kiram, but they don't know this reality. That you can only know this reality. You sit with our Shaykh, sit at the feet, and then when they speak about it, yes, when they speak about it, you don't just listen to a story. You don't just listen. As much as you are entering there, you are there. Let's not speak whether in reality you are there or not. You are there. Like what we're reading. That Hizr alayhi salam, when he was listening to Maulana, and when Maulana Rumi was explaining the story of Hazrat Hizr and Hazrat Musa. The Hizr alayhi salam himself, he was listening, and his Murid was there. Maulana's Murid was sleeping. Or one of his Murid, let me tell you one story first, his Murid, knowing that it is Hizr and saying, you are Hizr alayhi salam, grant me a wish. He says, you idiot, I'm here listening to the sohbat of your Shaykh, and you're coming to me? This, your Shaykh, turn to him, he is your Hizr. Yes, and there are even those ones, depending on the level of the Shaykh and the Jamaat. As it happened to one time to Hizr alayhi salam. He was listening to the sohbat, and then he's seeing one of the Murids was sleeping. And he says, wake up. He says, listen to that. And this one says, shh, yeah, I know, leave me in peace. Sleeping. He says, wake up, listen to your Shaykh, sohbat. Second time, third time, he poked that one says, you poke me one more time, I'm going to tell everyone you are Hizr alayhi salam, and they will jump on you and never let you go. So leave me alone. Meaning that one he knows too. So, different secrets, different levels, different areas where you want to, how you want to enter, how you want to be. Because now you're not reading anymore, you are there. You start experiencing. You have to be. We have to be. We have to start remembering. وَمِنَ اللَّهُ تَوْفِيقٍ. Al-Fatiha.